Hi guys, this is Lydia with Also Posh Actions, and we're gonna do a video about a picture that I didn't take this picture. And my friend Ann took the picture, so she asked me what I think about the picture. She used beaded velvet to edit the picture, and I love the picture. I think it's great composition wise. I love the sun, I love everything. I would like on this picture to see a little bit more light on her face. I think her eyes are just so gorgeous, and I would love to see a little bit more light. So she was done with this picture, but so this is the small resolution of the picture, so it might look pixelated when you get up close, but I wanted to show you what you can do even though you think you might be done with the picture. So let's go and select Final Touches. I usually run the Final Touches every time after I'm done with the picture, just to see, I can add more light or just play around with it. So as you can see, it tells us that you use this action to adjust the light, color, pop, softness, and warmth of your picture. Hit continue. So nothing happened to the picture. As you can see, if you click on this little eyes, nothing happened. But if you click on this little arrow, okay, there's the little menu for the light adjustment. So I want a little bit more light on her face, so I will click the soft diffuse light. So let's see what happens. Okay, look at her face. Love how her face is popping out a little bit more. If we want even more light on her face, you want to select this layer, the soft diffuse light. Right now it's set to 40% opacity. You want to see what happens if you drag it out more there. Well, that's a little bit too much light, so let's leave it around 60. So before and after. So what happened now is that the background got lighter too. So I like the background a little bit darker like it used to be. So her face stands out. So what I want to do, I want to select the mask layer, the soft diffuse light mask. Oops. Make sure you have this one selected here. You choose a brush, B. So I go on B on your keyboard, so B. You want to make sure, since this is white, you want a black brush here. And the opacity, if you want to have the background like it was before, you want it to be 100%. So I would say 93%. Then I go and paint all those dark tones that I lost when I applied light over my whole picture. So you can see maybe her skirt, I still like it white, but not quite so white. So I just put a little bit of darkness there. So pressing the backsplash key shows me where I painted on the background. And I'm pressing it again, gets rid of the red. Okay, so this is how the picture was before, and this is after. As you can see, I just put light on her face, and the background is still dark like I liked it. Okay, so if I want a little bit more contrast, even though this picture has enough contrast, but let's pretend, I love this aged color tone. Look what it does to the picture. Just adds a little bit of warmth, and I like that a lot. If you don't want your picture to be so warm, if you had a lot of reds and yellows, you just press less color. And you see how all the yellows and reds are a little bit not as strong. Okay, so if you choose less color, and it's set to 22%, you can increase the opacity, and it takes a lot of color out. So for my taste, I like it about there. And less warmth, it just takes a lot of the reds again and the yellows in the picture. Again, if you want it a whole lot more, drag it to 100%. Before, let's say we drag it to 80%. And I love that it took it off her face, but I still want to put it back in the background because I really like those bright colors in the background. just make sure you select this layer mask, the less warmth layer mask. Go take a black brush. This is white, we want the black brush. Say 80, 90%. And again, we paint, and look what happens. We get all those colors back into the background. If I want some color in her hair, I just paint with the lower. I get a little bit of color in her hair. If I want the bracelet to be back to those bright colors, I just paint it again. So there's what happened. We took all the redness from her face. If I want a little bit more redness, I just decrease the opacity. This, I love the misty soft tones. Sometimes, you know, not all our styles are the same. Some of you like the pictures a little bit softer. All you have to do is click this, and this one has a misty yellow tone. If it's too strong, the opacity is 100. Just go ahead and decrease it. 46 or 30, you know, whatever your style is. So this is how it was before, and this is a little bit softer. If you like a coral tone, that's a beautiful tone. Again, if it's too strong, just go ahead and decrease it. And again, if you like it but you don't want it on her face, just select this layer mask, select the black brush with the opacity of your choice, depending on how much you want to see of that on her face, and just paint over. So what happens is this misty coral tone is applied. Here, let me show you. If I put this 100%, my brush, so look what happens to my misty coral tone. It's applied all over the background, but on her face. So if I want to turn this off, there's the misty royal blue tone. Love that too. Again, it's too strong, just decrease the opacity. Have it a little bit. And again, this one, if you like your images a little bit cooler, just turn that one, and you can turn it, well, that's too high, but you know, turn it down or high. It's just, you can play with this and just create your own style. So let's see. Okay, so I would add a little bit more light. So I'm just going to edit this as this would be my style. So take this off. I like it contrasty. I would add a little bit more light. So we have 60%. Let's add a little bit more light there. I love her face is popping. You know, the contrast from her face to the background. I just love it. This one is good too. The mid adjustment tone, if you want a little bit more contrast. So 30%, I would go there. And again, the same you would do for the darker. If your face, if the subject's face is very light and you need more darker tones, you just go and select this. So you see how it darkens? It's 15%, and you can darken it. So like I said, Final Touches is a great tool to play with your picture at the end of once you're done editing the picture. And contrast, again, this, just click. We don't need contrast for the pictures, but I'm just showing what you can do. So these are all the little fun tools for Final Touches. Again, if you push Option on your keyboard and press this little eyeball here, this is how it was before, and this is just with Final Touches. See how her face just comes to life. So now if we want to run another action, let's see, we want to make sure again that we have the background selected. And you run, let's say, Egyptian Queen. Okay, I love it, but it's way too warm. So I can either decrease it, the whole action, to about 22%. Look what it did before and after. See how it warmed up the picture. So that would be a little bit more like my style. And again, if her hair, well, she has red hair, but if I don't like her hair that red, just make sure that I select that layer, the Egyptian Queen layer mask, I'm sorry. Make sure I have a black brush with opacity set at 50, let's say, because I want to take a little bit of the red tones, but not all of it. And I just paint over her hair. You see how it took a little bit of the red tones, but not all of the red tones that Egyptian queen put into her hair. So let's see, Egyptian queen 22%. See, even 38%, it looks good. So, well, you can play with this all day. They're so fun. But anyway, so this is how the picture was before. And this is just with a few little things that I just added with the Bohemian Symphony. Before and after. Fun ways to edit your pictures. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll have more videos coming soon. Done.